All right, Chicago Bulls forward and former Florida star Joakim was arrested with possession of marijuana and having an open container of alcohol. To find out more about the charges and what it means to him, joined by attorney Thomas Glasgow. You've dealt with this sort of situation before as a defense person. Good morning. Good to see you. First of all, a lot of people have the impression that he was stopped in a car with an open container of alcohol. He was just walking on the street when this occurred?
From what I understand, he was walking on the thoroughfare. He was out on the sidewalk. He had a glass or a container that was ice and amber liquid. He went and set it down. The police came up and approached him and discovered that it was Hennessy cognac. They then placed him under arrest, and after they placed him under arrest, they took him to the jail. They ended up doing a search at the jail, found a pack of cigarettes, and inside the pack of cigarettes was a marijuana cigarette.
Okay, now, first of all, walking around with an open container of alcohol down in Florida, that's illegal? Is that?
You would think that with alcohol, or excuse me, with Florida's free spirit, you can do those sort of things. But in Florida, the open container laws say that on any public thoroughfare or 50 feet thereof, you cannot have any open container. So you can't have it in a car, you can't have it out on the sidewalk, you can't have it out on the street.
Really?
Whether or not it's enforced is strictly up to the local
which you've seen. Is that law also here in Chicago?
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay, so you can't be walking around with open containers of alcohol. In addition to that, you just mentioned that there's different laws containing not only with the open container, but now that he's been arrested, he's going to lose his driving privileges down in Florida.
That's correct. Both of these are class 1 misdemeanors down in Florida, where he can go to jail up to a year or be fined up to $1,000. But the important thing is, with regard to the marijuana charge, he can be subject to random drug testing, he can be subject to counseling, he can also lose his license for a period of up to 2 years in the state of Florida. Now,
so that's one of his concerns right there. Also, I think what everybody's kind of interested in, especially now they have the first pick, and he was last year's #1 pick, and John Paxson obviously is not commenting on this, and he's going to wait to hear what exactly happened. But what's his status with the team now, and what could they do, and what could the NBA do?
Well, with the NBA's collective bargaining agreement right now, marijuana test for a first-time marijuana test, there is no fine. They're simply just counseling. For a second-time offense, they end up getting fined, but the NBA still can't disclose the first and second marijuana tests. The third test that they end up getting results in a 5-game suspension with 5 tacked on thereafter. With more serious drugs, performance-enhancing drugs, LSD, cocaine, heroin, those sort of things can result in ejection or permanent suspension.
So he could actually, I'm not saying that he is, but they may have tested him already in the NBA. He may have tested positive before, and this thing now, it's public, goes into that same sort of pile?
They could have, and on the heels of, the Dallas teammate who decided to quote so openly about marijuana use, I believe the NBA commissioner should take a hard stance with regard to this.
Okay, Tom Glasgow, thanks so much for coming in this morning. I didn't even know about the thing down in Florida about losing your license.
That's common in many states. It is not in Illinois, but most other states have a revocation period after you are convicted for marijuana possession or marijuana use.
Okay. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Good to see you, too.
Thank you both, guys.